A father is facing felony child neglect charges after a Fargo police officer responded to a call of a 4-year-old playing at a construction site by herself.
The girl told the officer she was hungry, so the officer made the girl a sandwich and helped put on her shoes before moving on to find her dad in the basement of the home.
Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Nicole Johnson shows us how going beyond the call of duty is becoming more common for police.
Okay, I'd like to take these kids home with you, but of course I'd have a house full.
It's not something officers take lightly. Dedication to serve the community.
I have kids, and you see these kids, and it's heartbreaking because you'd like to take them, because you know it's like most likely their situation isn't going to improve.
Deputy Chief Ross Renner says sadly they see children in bad situations often.
Those things that are happening, like making a sandwich, I'm not telling an officer that, hey, you should make a sandwich for a kid. You know, they're just looking at it from the standpoint of, you know, this is a kid that needs some food, and I can help them for a brief moment.
It's not technically part of the job, but officers have bought shoes for people, meals, or just spent time with those who need it.
Our officers all have kids too, just as everybody else does for the most part, but, you know, they look at that and they look at it, it's like, okay, this child is in a situation that they don't necessarily get to choose. You know, so for the short, brief period of time that we get to spend with them, they look at that as an opportunity to show these kids that, you know what, there are different people out there who really can make a difference in their life.
Making a difference, part of the commitment to serve the community.
That's just part of being a police officer.
Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
The Fargo Police Department is hosting a community picnic right now until 8 o'clock. It's at Island Park, and the goal is to bring the community and officers together in a casual setting. There's music and games, as well as police dogs, the bomb team, and the fire department.
Carson Wentz is the highest flying Philadelphia Eagle to those of us in the Red River Valley, and he's been in Fargo for several days. And right now, that's a live shot from the Avalon in South Fargo, where a select group of fans are lined up for a meet and greet with the former NDSU Bison great. 125 were chosen through Shields and were allowed to bring up to 4 guests to get one item signed by Carson. They'll also be able to get a picture with Carson Wentz.
Fun.
I think it's safe to say he's the highest flying for Philadelphia Eagles fans, Philadelphia fans too.
Think so?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Having been to Philly, yes.
Okay, again,
100%.
again, you're
Yeah.
the expert.
Yeah.
I'm just glad you recognize it,
I'm
Mike
sorry.
Morgan. I
I'm
really
sorry.
appreciate
I've always
that.
recognized it.
Yes.
I know, Andrea. Yeah. We're going to talk women's basketball coming up next. A huge hire for them. They've had a coaching vacancy for a while now. A big hire and some interesting things from Maren Walseth on this about what she's looking for the future of her program. That's next.